Good evening, friends. How's everyone doing today? Okay. Excuse me. Where did I see that? Alright, give me a second. Making a mess of my... That is what I want. Alright. Hope everyone had a good day today. Past couple days. So, I would have streamed on Tuesday, but I had some stuff I was doing. Hey, Cubby, thanks for the host. What's up today? Staying out of trouble? Don't answer that. I know the answer is no. Rhino, what's up? Did you get your router yet? Ha, ha, ha. No. I'm trying to be funny. It's not working. That was mean. Okay. Yeah, Cubby, I know. Never, right? Okay. That's all good. And no, Narrator, I've been sick with COVID. I was in the hospital for... Ooh, I am sorry. I hope you're doing better, right? Well, you would be, or else you wouldn't be talking to me. Oh, okay. A hell of a lot better. Good. Got back and was on oxygen for a week after. Ooh, ow. I'm sorry. I can I can guess I can be proud and say that I've never been sick enough to do something like that. I think the worst I've gotten sick is just fall asleep. And a little bit of sinus issues. Like last week, I think it was. I think it was last week. Or the week before, I was sick. Solo got his flu shot, and me and never get sick. I'm like, would you please make me sick? Please make me sick, because I can't ever call in sick, because I never get sick. And then, believe it or not, like 2 days later, I am sick in the worst of moods. Well, worse of moods than usual. Oh, it's bad. And I told him, it's like, look, when I finally get sick, just FYI, it's going to be the end of the world. When I finally get sick, I'm going to act like it is the end of my life. Okay, so look, you want to know about something? So, the swine flu, the chicken flu, I was one of like 10 kids in a school of like 500 who didn't get to stay home because we didn't get sick. Everyone else got sick, teachers alike. Everyone got sick. but me and like 10 kids. We were PO'd. It made it even worse is we still had to continue with the courses. There was one class, it was a class of like 20 that I had. It's like an English class. It was just me. And had to still go with the curriculum. Yeah, it was, I was mad. I was pretty mad. I did end up getting sick a few years later, when was it the swine flu and chicken flu or chicken flu and swine flu? The second one, whichever one that was, I evidently had 104.7 fever, and I didn't know. Um, I just came home from school just fine. The only thing that my mom could tell that I was sick was that I took a nap. I didn't want that kind of attention. I didn't like that teacher. I didn't even like her. Yep, 104.7. It was not fun. And I was so mad because I felt just fine, but my mom made me stay home the next day, and it sucked because I had tests the next day that I couldn't make up. Hi, Salem. Why are you right there? Yeah, go on. I don't want you underneath my feet. Go. Well, it was it was just a regular test, but it counted more than a regular test would. It wasn't a final, and it wasn't a midterm, but it was like a three-quarters way thing. Yeah, it was. Ugh. And it was on subjects that I knew all about. Like I've aced every quiz, all the homework without even using any notes or anything. So I knew it. I get, if anything, a 95%, and that's probably giving myself a little too much credit. But yeah, and it was a test that could not be made up because it was electronic, time sensitive, and it was a statewide thing too. Oh no, it was about music. I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek. Got to get my title right. Outside of princess, I also accept princess. Yeah, it's one of those tests. All right. So, Rhino, I hate to do this to you, but I am going to be streaming Final Fantasy between leveling and going through, yeah, geek, story. So if you don't want spoilers, you might want to bounce. And this story, I swear, oh my gosh, I want to cry, be mad, be happy, all at the same time. Thanks, Rhino. Hit me up sometime next week. Maybe we can link up on something. Jesus. All right, let's switch screens here. Thanks. Not to worry, my dear. They miss nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. So, I did an alliance raid with the Black Mage. A raid that I know how to do. I looked like I was a brand new person who does not know a single thing about this game. Thrown in a level 60 raid. Like, what the hell? Um... Ooh, excuse me. It's a Gobu.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
Entelekis.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. Well, it has no will of its own. It is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Aksha. No, you can't really see my tree that much. Move my camera.
Akasha.
Wrong direction.
Though I'm not familiar with the term,
There.
your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me. That's me. An Enteleki.
She's so cute.
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising.
Hey, Chad. And thanks for the like. Oh, yeah, I love the story. As I was saying earlier, makes me want to be angry, be happy, cry, all at the same time. All of it.
What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities.
That right there.
'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river...
And that is what causes the final days. I guarantee it.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
I didn't play 11.
That
I wanted
being
to, but I never had a
Dynamis.
computer.
No wonder her ether is so thin.
I heard it was really, really good.
Yours is thin too. Like an Enteleki. Like me.
What'd you just call me?
So, are we the same? Entelekis.
Well, I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Dick.
Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
All right. Oh, that's cute. The greatest contribution. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it, even if we knew. Hey, Fantasy, what's up? But it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy. No one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial. He would be a welcome addition. Packing for camping, nice. Am I going? I want to go. I want to go camping. Actually, I just want to be in the woods. Not exactly just camp. I just want to be in the woods. Why did you join the convocation? Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Silk has chosen for the convocation? I should be glad to share that tale. Ahem. It began when... Oh, with Cub Scouts. Come down and we can go. Yay! You want to send my horse-strong carriage to bring me down? Oh, give me a second. Phone call. Sorry about that. Alright, the result being is affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifestation is so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. To permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. Oh. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet, it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You need go to such lengths. See? You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, it shows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious, and the extreme as uncouth and unseemingly as running about robeless shameful. Excuse me. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet-Selch, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Meanwhile, I'd like to the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. Emet-Selch is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. Struck a genius, really. We have Emet-Selch train the Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that subtle, let's begin at once. Kotetsu, I want you to go to Emet-Selch. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He'll be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged with our friend. The trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go, now, and good luck. Oh. Oh. Where am I? Black Mage. Alright. Man scenario. What we do. Kasha Meridian. Meridiani. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just call it Castrum. Really? Well, this will be difficult. What was said? over the cutscenes. Can we please move on? Wait. No, I didn't say Malachi. I wasn't calling you. No, I wasn't. I didn't call you. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What? What could you possibly want from me? Cutscene. Bleh. I'll let them handle that. I'm just going to come over here. Everything would be killed before I got the chance to do it. Oh, I got a face mask on. I don't want that one. Do do do. Beep 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 do. Beep 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 do do do. I'm missing hands. I need to fix my hotbar real quick. Unacceptable. Need to put triple cast on there. There. Ow. I won't be able to do anything to them. But this, sir, I can. Open sesame. Oh yeah. And boom. Explode. Excuse me. Salem. Okay. Oh yeah, I have a drink. I hate how pixelated the clothes look when you're up close. Almost done. I didn't call you over here. No, I didn't. I didn't call you over here. No, I didn't. No, don't bring them in here. What do you want? You have food and you have water. Come here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. There you go. Now lay down. All the way. Plop somewhere. You don't want that. Yes, I love my Malachi. Come on, lay down. Lay down. There you go. See? Is that so bad? Sounds like not a single fire starter. What? My cat is being pathetic. Excuse you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Find a spot and lay down. There you go. Just like that. Well, are the preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? Okay, I gotta type this in. I have a favor to ask. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Hythlodeus is up to. Would you stop your tail? This. Stop that. I'm trying to play a game. Cat. Gotta type again. Alright, now I say, please, Emmett Silk. Lay down. Lay down. All the way. There. There. Was that so bad? Please, comma, Emmett Silk. I spell it right. Oh, I did not. Oh my goodness gracious.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last. I will aid it once it is taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-Selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emet-Selch to no end, but much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Kotetsu and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. Creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. Doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies, such as a specimen, are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. So what made him want to destroy the world? Hermes. Oh, excuse me. I'm fine. Don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnorisis. Anagnorisis for now. Huh. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help you? Help? Do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. Dick. So I don't need that one, but I do need this one. Another cutscene. Tell me, Kotetsu, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis seemed promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. Nope. Dynamis, you say, curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Kaon? I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we realize one of for observation than it set upon the nearby Occupites, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Occupites were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Egean that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. A blue. Get this done and get the ether current from it. Ugh. Hmm.
What took you so long? The Amalta are in trouble. Let's split up. Oh, no, you don't.
Dang it! Dang it. Messed that up. Just enough to get me one more polygon. Good. But I also have hearts too. I suck. I don't think I'm going to be playing the Black Mage very often. Excuse me. Oh, dang it. What if I get there in time? I won't. Not for it to count, at least. Dang it. Alright. Let's try it as a red mage. Stand still.
What took you so long? The Amalta are in trouble. Let's split up. Oh, no, you don't.
Not a fan of that either. Don't like how they changed it. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. Alekion, Eakion was indeed responsible. Critters nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. Man makes base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Myself and I will search the area for good measure just to make sure that Eakion did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you are finished. Oh, go ahead. Please follow with Kotetsu. Some comments down this path and over the bridge. Oh no, can I not actually go up? Yeah, it's right up there. There we go. There it is, 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. She's accompanying me again. I'm done with these accompanyings. West. There. Northeast. pretty sure it's up there, but I still want to go ahead and go this way and see. Yep, north. Right up there. That's fine. A tuning. Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. Didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Econes, I believe. The I word. Where are you now? Where are they now? Out in the field in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to that. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. Because he says the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that the slaughtered O's. As the observer in charge, you are the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their normal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a high problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Else would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We created a good many of them, all exhibit the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions. Pastero may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Ugh, excuse me. Come now, Chief. Let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture. making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things. I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be the next to all creation, it is all the eyes have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with the full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion? The Emmett Silk may better carry out his duties. By all means. Pray, show them to the meeting room. Feet. Alright. Well, that's all I actually have time for today. Wait. But stretch. Sorry. So with that being all I have time for today, I want to wish you all a great rest of your night. I will probably not be back until next week. I got stuff going on this weekend where I won't have time to come on, so you won't catch me until probably Monday. Hopefully by that time I'll have this story completed and we can move on to other content and other games too, because I still have to finish Tales of Arise. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Anywho, you all, I want you to have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and I'll smell you later.